Just south of the high dam at Aswan is an island named Agilkia. It once held a great temple to Isis. When the first dam was built at Aswan in 1906, the water levels rose so much that the temple was flooded for 9 months of the year. When they built the second dam at Aswan, known as the High Dam, the temple was flooded to some extent all year round. After the successful rebuilding of Abu Simbel on a new site, they decided in 1970 to do the same with the Temple of Isis. The main Temple of Isis and all the lesser temples that surround it were to be rebuilt on the island of Philea. You take one of the many boats from the harbour just below the Aswan Dam, and it is quite a pleasant 20-minute trip to the island. There are some amazing rock formations to be found on the many islands in this part of the Nile. You approach Philea from the north and get your first sighting of the Temple of Isis. When you visit any temple in Egypt, there's an air of excitement as you approach, but I do feel that as you approach the island of Philea and seeing the Temple of Isis for the first time, give Philea the edge over all the others. In the 18th century, it was known as Elephantine Island, and this was due to the part it played in the ivory trade. It took 10 years to complete the dismantling and rebuilding of the complex and Temple of Isis. The total tonnage of the whole complex was 27,000 tons. There are many other gods and pharaohs celebrated here. There's the Temple of Hathor, Horus, who is Isis's son, and Trajan's Chios, to name but a few.
12 windows for the 12 months of the year, because these windows were originally facing the original PJ Island, which is where the heart of Osiris got buried. We said that Seth chopped off the body of his brother into 42 pieces, and he buried 41 pieces throughout the country. So he buried his heart on the island of PJ, which is the one over there.
Much of the building work was done by the Ptolemy dynasty. The work was carried out over a period of 800 years, from Ptolemy II to Ptolemy XI. There's also a large Roman influence which occurred in the later years, as there's a temple to Augustus, a Roman gate, and Hadrian's gate.
And we're going to see lots of different crosses here, like this one, and a cross here, and another.
The immense towers that make up the entrance to most of the temples are known as pylons. Here you can see the two sets of pylons. The courtyard would have been situated between the first and second, with the main part of the temple beyond the second pylons. To the west of the main temple, we find the vestibule of Trajan, or Trajan's kiosk, also known as Pharaoh's bed.
amazing looking at that.
Looking at Alan. Yeah, I know.
I know, looking at Crumpet.
There's always a downside.
No, there's not. I don't believe that.
They allow you about 2 hours to see the whole complex, and that is probably just enough. Wherever you go in Egypt, you'll find that the Egyptians are very friendly, extremely helpful, and very polite.
Just jump. 1, 2, 3.
Look at him taking. Thank you, darling.
Oh, it's alright.
Oh my God, he's even helping me.
Darling. Oh.
The boat ride back round the south side of the island gives you some of the best views of the temple and the island's complex.